Hello and welcome to SKTV News. You're watching Primetime English News with me, Suchitra Rajkumari. First, the headlines. Flood water submerges paddy fields in Karasom area in Imphal East District, leaves farmers in deep distress. All Manipur Working Journalists Union celebrates its 51st Foundation Day. MLA Biswajit, MLA Joy Kishan reiterates on the important roles of journalism. Ex-Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren says lack of visionary leaders in the past created present crisis, jeopardizes future generations. And former Outer Manipur MP Lorho Espoze joins National People's Party after resigning from Naga People's Front last week. Now the news in detail. Catastrophic flooding of paddy fields with standing crops at Sabam Lokol under Lumlai constituency in Imphal East District has made many farmers wary about uncertain future. A vast tract of paddy fields have been completely submerged under water due to the widespread flooding in the area since yesterday morning. As such, farmers in the area, especially the tenant farmers who are dependent on good harvest for their livelihood, are worried whether their sweat and toil will turn futile as the paddy crops reach its flowering stage. Meanwhile, political activist Sapam Kangleipal decried that the lackadaisical attitude of the government from time to time has only exacerbated the woes of the farmers. Speaking to reporters on the sidelines of inspecting the flood situation in Karasom areas, he alleged that no government authority has ever taken up any significant measures to curtail the long-standing flood issue in the paddy fields. He went on to maintain that the tenant farmers would be left out at the time of providing crop compensation by the government, and the same will be entertained only to the landowners.
Manipur je thakpa ngamiba adugumba akoigi local ne haitare chaugraba local ne adu sigi local je ngasidi umang mangani akoi lawju lokpa yaroiba sigi chendabam ju leite sigi singji iril da chendagidabni iril je hujik adugamna ising imai nemdobo oidri wahal laga thamba angam matawjingna mayum dolan saraga chatkiba aduga aikoi myamna sungwaraga lehobugi fibam judaida akoi lamlai je ngasi ju leiri Manipur si yaifa batunglam chatama semji haragadi sigi sabam lokon je mapung phana pothok pa lokol lama ohelaba matamda Manipur je chinjak tami pan tangdaba nation nama soidna oibu ngamgani aduna hojik wari bisidai da su athuba matamda mari leina bisingda miyeng chambiu.
Meanwhile, Lumlai MLA KH Ibomcha visited flood-affected families of Nongren Awang Lekai, Nongpok Kakching, Chalau, Lumlai, Yaurabung Kuno, Yaurabung Kunjau, Sawombung Kabui Kunjau, Sawombung Tongkong, Itam Nongoy Karasom, and provided relief materials today. Speaking on the sideline, MLA Ibomcha informed about the extent of destruction caused by the flood. While blaming lack of water channel to drain the floodwater, the MLA also urged people to stop excavation work in nearby hills and to stop encroaching on drains and streams. The MLA also assured every possible assistance to mitigate the flood situation.
Hujik Tumise, Nongren Awang Lekai, Nongpo Kakching, Lumlai, Chalau, Yaurabung, Itam Nungoi, Adai Kabui Kujau, Somung Tongkong. Sing Tumi Jaga Sini, Pulapul Tumbanata, Karatumba, Karatundabatoga. Duna, relief came Kumba Tawugi, Kudum Java, Sulaita Haitara, Duna Tumda Karaya Openinadum, Junction Naraga, Tumda Washington, Tajala, Kosalagadum, Lainaba. Aduna. Sing Tuming is the Mayang, Wabasi, Yangarakanda, Igi Maigagi, seeing ne, Hawaii ne, Alune, the town ne, Tumne, I did Marimangasi, the same family.
All Manipur Working Journalists Union (AMJU) celebrated its 51st Foundation Day during a function that was held at Manipur Press Club today. Thongju MLA Thongam Biswajit, Thangmaiban MLA Khumukcham Joykishan, AMJU President Asem Bhakta, AGM President Khogendra Khomdram, along with editors, journalists from various media firms, graced the function, which was marked by floral tribute to late founder members of AMJU at Journalists Memorial Pillar. Speaking in the program, MLA Thongam Biswajit underscored the role of press or media in providing factual and reliable information to public on various sensitive issues that concerns the nation and the state. While appealing to uphold the responsible role of the press, Thongam Biswajit appealed to journalists to be watchdogs and to give balanced report on the problems of public as well as the work of government. While commenting recent visit by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, MLA Biswajit said Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated various pending projects which were initiated during Congress rule. He asserted that Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in his speech, did not directly address the Manipur crisis as it was a sensitive issue, but appealed for peace and to nurture Manipur towards development.
Laina Papa Pota Mayam Pila, Miwajatis, Nakuzi in Mangam, the King of Pata Wall in the Trava. Any Dharma, they Sona Kariarga, Christian the Kariarami, Slam the Kariarami, Hindu Dharma the Kariarami, Mati Dharma the Kariharam gave up. Harame. I call him Miwajatis, Nakus in Mangam, the Bazaki Pata Wall, Jeva. Other Manuda is Amaneva. Aduna Isha Isagi, Labour Party, Taraptaki Wagera, Isha Isagi, individual Tiki Wagera, Isha Isagi capacity da, low in amount of Chamjanaba Jeba, Kangapang Ataneba, Kanga Mayam the Punjanjine, Yadabri and Jeba, Aduki initiative Lowina Jeba, Sarkar, Adu Adana, Donabaki Posito, Zimamang, the Hokiba Mayam, Tokyo Yam, Putuna never do. Honor the Letung Wate, Habi Porpa, Loemba. Hainaragadi kain tana balai maduna prajati hena confusion thon nabagi macha koiganeva adu sharupudi anga amaba capacity hoda minasi.
On the other hand, speaking in the program, Thangmaiban MLA Khumukcham Joykishan lauded the role of journalists. The MLA asserted that Manipur needs peace and journalists will have to play a proactive role in building trust among communities in the state. He appealed print and electronic media to promote harmony through their work. Speaking further, MLA Joykishan urged communities to focus on building a peaceful and united Manipur and not to fall prey on instigations made by groups or individuals with vested interests.
Manipur gi afaba purakna ba hona bra thaudang lari ba chumnei paw pi dabna tana mayam se ikai kumro na khar khar loima koi pangjan minaraga moi awan ngai to mayam se pangjan min se mai appeal tawjari leader oi besing sina aigi yet leba mi sing dang uraga oi de leba mi dun uroi haraga di madu yam aso wasoyo suini oigani akoi manipur da khundari ba jati khudam se manipur ni imale ba manipur gi ne ubanga kanda akoi nusinar kani Tagatpa mi community na Tina Saiba, Maduleva Machata, and Loroi Avenue. Social media da community leaders having now community Saibumatam da Magi community like Ponam than Namsen near. She they own them quite sure Avenue.
Liangmai Imphal Market Committee inaugurated its Liangmai Mobile Market at Ideal Club Sagolban Tera Kaithel today. The program was attended by ex-Chief Minister N. Biren Singh, Tamai Assembly Constituency MLA Awangbaw Nyumai, Patso Assembly Constituency MLA Sapam Kunjakeshwar Keba, Liangmai Naga Council Manipur President R. Machung Dobao, and Market Committee Chairman K.H. Chingkai Luwangcha. Addressing the gathering, ex-CM Biren said that the challenges faced today come from a lack of visionary leadership in the past. He asserted that if earlier governments had prioritized the welfare of future generations, present struggles could have been avoided. However, people have now begun recognizing true leadership. He stressed that communities must value not only their skills and abilities, but also their history and origins. Referring to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's recent visit to Churachandpur, N. Biren reaffirmed that indigenous communities in Manipur cannot be disintegrated. He further announced that an all-inclusive unity mall for all 35 communities of the state will soon be inaugurated at Koirengai. He noted that while earlier crisis never saw a PM's visit, during the current conflict, Union Home Minister stayed for 3 days and state ministers for 28 days to monitor the situation closely.
Siraba luraba tanjada atatai oina lepa ngamba kambudu marup koi machin manako haida ga sian ma kambudu marup nate machin manau nate kana hanne yeng draba matam da kana khut lam da phangram matam da he koi lai na som thurai ba kambudu madu ek real friend real brothers sister number 1 ekoi de thien gi ma sing chu ekoi gi manipur gi apun ba por ko yam chaw na mateng loba our lowri ba mapam ma ni kai thil da phami ba ima sing gi wahi wata se am the section ba da kale khang ba da kale buari I really appreciate sigi simbi di bukangu baroina pelangdon wigi team noina sumaina ahu ba jaga ke yenga ka awana tarwa mayam relation chama newly developed or pose sine it is called social work it is called politics mayam na politics harga thabak hapa thong saba lambi siamba atom da sakre no ta senga politician amo ge harga di ngasigi mirol amri tungi mirol din ka wap to leadership mo ge maduguma leader na masing yama magading asi koi waram mo maduguma leader leram da badagi thabak hawru bakanda hawru bai koi ngasi angau ta handagi tawris adu ta hanung andre dana koi na tawri thabak si koi no hai no gi praja sing create lana khali eusi.
A former Lok Sabha member, Dr. Lorho S. Foze, has joined the National People's Party (NPP). National President of the National People's Party, Conrad K. Sangma, today formally welcomed the medical doctor turned politician, Dr. Lorho S. Foze, to National People's Party (NPP) at the function held at the party headquarters in Shillong. Dr. Lorho S. Foze resigned from the primary membership of Naga National Front (NPF) on 11th of September, citing personal reasons. According to a press statement, Conrad Sangma said that Dr. Lorho's experience in public life will further strengthen the party in championing the cause of Northeast and the party's vision of one voice, one Northeast. Expressing gratitude, medical doctor turned politician Dr. Lorho said NPP must be a party for all communities of the Northeast, particularly the indigenous and tribal groups. He pledged to work inclusively. The ceremony was attended by NPP leaders James K. Sangma, Preston Tinsong, Sheikh Nurul Hassan, Panmay Zanghemlung, ministers and MLAs from across the region. Residents of Mayang Imphal Maibam village in Kakching district have been devastated by the flood which has resulted due to breach of Imphal River at multiple locations. The floodwater has not only submerged their homes but also swept away their paddy fields, fish farms and vegetable farms. The breach of riverbank, particularly at Maibam Pali area, is severe as the embankment in this area have been broken completely, while there are other vulnerable banks that can further collapse if downpour continues in the next few hours. Villagers look into the unfolding devastation with despair as they face an uncertain situation. Describing their plights, a villager informed that the floodwater have washed away their fish farms and it is going to be a huge loss ahead of Ningol Chakobo festival. Meanwhile, government officials, volunteers and Arambay Tingol members are working hard to fix the breached bank. Villagers have demanded a long-term solution in terms of flood mitigation as they continue to face threats from flooding every year, resulting in heavy losses.
Ngarang nung pung taruk makaya da gi men bor ko dno Nepal da yad ra da gi robe kai ra do khang bani aduga kai ga do mafam jing dia khoi kunji da mafam taruk tret kum lei mi jing sintong na da kitang kutung sa da ba amadi nung sing ju tasalak pai tare atu ku ju ꯊꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯇꯥꯏꯃꯤꯡꯗꯨꯗ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯂꯥꯏꯕꯛ ꯊꯤꯕ ꯊꯧꯗꯣꯛꯁꯤ ꯊꯣꯛꯈꯤꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯌꯥꯝꯕꯅꯗꯤ ꯂꯧꯁꯤꯡꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯝꯃꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯑꯌꯥꯝꯕꯅꯗꯤ ꯉꯥ ꯆꯥꯛꯅ ꯑꯌꯥꯝꯕ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯤ ꯉꯥ ꯉꯥꯛꯇ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯐꯥꯔꯝ ꯑꯃꯃꯝꯗ ꯆꯥꯎꯔꯥꯛꯅ ꯆꯍꯤ ꯑꯃꯒꯤ ꯏꯟꯀꯝ ꯂꯨꯄꯥ ꯂꯥꯛ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔ ꯂꯥꯛ 4-5ꯒꯤ ꯆꯥꯡꯗ ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯂꯥꯛꯀꯅꯤ ꯈꯟꯕ ꯐꯥꯔꯝ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯤ ꯃꯤ ꯑꯃꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯤ ꯊꯨꯡꯒꯤꯁꯦ ꯑꯌꯥꯝꯕꯅ.
Meanwhile, Wabagai MLA Usam Deven visited the disaster site at Mayang Imphal Maibam Koijin Mayai Lekai and oversaw the extent of destruction while also engaging with people affected by the disaster. Addressing the media on the sidelines, he said that Wabagai Assembly constituency remains disadvantaged as water overflowing from Thobal River floods Irong, Maibam Koijin, Uchiwa Nastao, Thelakong Irong Kuno areas. The water level began overflowing in adjoining areas due to incessant rains. However, the sudden collapse of river banks have flooded many houses, forcing people to vacate their homes.
Jam lai bakti bato ko hai bata raha hai turian ji ngarang bawdi nudawaram bawdi hoi turian kai bagi mafam leike ado turian da patha bana tana lerim da bane kasi ai ni kan khong dana koi mai pham pujin de tumba jaga ji da chang bo mafam fut chahum sabi ko bagi sang kai ra kan da lamdam ji da lei bai bai pel chi raw yung puti ba loi na thum kan da ni bau lei ba ya da ji na mo ra kan da adu yi bati awa ba mai na ba adu ba se koi ji koi department ki tana jare thingba ngam na hona ge na koi kusu khlai ji log na kotna koi honari.
Foundation for Rural Urban Development Manipur FRUDM has strongly condemned Prime Minister Narendra Modi for ignoring the Manipur crisis during his visit to the state. Addressing a press meet held today at its Porampar office, FRUDM President L. Tomba decried that the Prime Minister's visit has disappointed everyone as he has not mentioned anything about the ongoing crisis. Terming the Prime Minister's ignorance on the ongoing crisis as unfortunate, he highlighted that many IDPs have been languishing in the relief camps since the onset of the crisis on May 3rd of 2023 after their houses were burnt down by Kukizo perpetrators and driven out from Churachandpur and other Kukizo-dominated areas. He also criticized that the Prime Minister had returned from the state after inaugurating and laying foundation stones for some projects rather than taking serious note of the untold miseries being endured by the people. The FRUDM president went on to lament that the MLAs from the assembly constituencies of the valley districts are still disunited, although the Kukizo MLAs have jointly submitted a memorandum demanding separate administration for Kukizo during the Prime Minister's visit.
Sai sang na Mumbai sai sang apa apa tabuk tunggu ya boy. Pasal aku tak pernah balik tapam pi beli yakai. Tak kau na istilah sekarang apa itu tak kau ini. Ai thun tu Mayang tu pergi barang tak kau ini baik ni. Apa tu untuk tu na. Apa karga singi beli apa tu free buy tu baik kelas tu tu. Kau ini beli singi tu okey. Kalau sebab tu nak kau Mayang di sama tu tu kau nak tahu. Lah cuma samda orang semua program tu tu tu. Apa ni pasal tu kau ini.
Department of Science and Technology, Manipur today observed World Ozone Day on the theme From Science to Global Action. The event held at the auditorium of Manipur Science Center, Tagyalpat, was graced by Science and Technology Secretary Kengu Zuringla, Director Chingakam Sachi, Manipur Technical University Registrar Ramananda Nongmoi Kapam, and MASTEC Director Dr. K.H. Rakesh as main dignitaries. Speaking on the sidelines, Department of Science and Technology Joint Director T.D. Kom raised concern that the anthropogenic activities has caused depletion of ozone layer, resulting in serious adverse effects to the human beings, including skin cancer. He said that the observance aims at generating awareness among the students about the ozone layer depletion and ways to contain the global issue.
Tagyalpat sigi Manipur Science Center sida koina World Ozone Day se pangthokpani masida satra singne henna thamoi moisina tungi ꯌꯨꯝꯕꯤꯔꯣꯟ ꯑꯣꯏꯒꯗꯕ ꯁꯥꯏꯟꯇꯤꯁ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤ ꯑꯦꯋꯦꯌꯔ ꯑꯣꯏꯅꯅꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯨꯏꯖ ꯀꯝꯄꯤꯇꯤꯁꯟ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯤꯟꯖꯔꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒ ꯀꯣꯂꯦꯖ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯗ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯑꯩꯅ 72 ꯄꯥꯔꯇꯤꯁꯤꯄꯦꯟꯠꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯗꯤꯐ꯭ꯔꯦꯟ ꯆꯤꯡꯗꯒꯤꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯦ ꯇꯝꯄꯥꯛꯀꯤꯗꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯦ ꯑꯣꯖꯣꯟ ꯂꯦꯌꯔꯁꯦ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯖꯔቭ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯑꯃꯁꯨꯡ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯇꯦꯛ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯃꯗꯨ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯕꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯇꯨꯡꯒꯤ ꯄꯨꯟꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤꯗꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯀꯥꯟꯅꯕ ꯑꯣꯏꯒꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯑꯦꯋꯦꯌꯔꯅꯦꯁ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯤꯟꯖꯕꯅꯤ.
It is now time for a short break. We'll be right back.
Great opportunity for local operators. SKTV is expanding. Come and be a part of SKTV revolution with high-speed internet, IPTV along with OTT and other benefits. We are building stronger connections through franchising. Become a local cable operator and provide reliable information and entertainment to your neighbors. Unlock your growth with our technology and top-tier service. So if you're looking for exclusive partnership opportunities, then please call us at 700-5259-437 or 897-420-9157.
Welcome back. Chandel district observes International Day for the Preservation of the Ozone Layer on the theme From Science to Global Action at Secretariat Multipurpose Hall in Chandel DC Office Complex today. The program was organized under the supervision of Divisional Forest Officer Chandel and attended by DC Chandel Laishram Nandakumar, Chandel Divisional Forest Officer Dr. Naurem Munal, Additional Deputy Commissioner Chandel Muhammad Firoz Khan, Chandel Naga People Organization CNPO President Francis Thamdok, and CNPO ex-President David Boyes. Several women from self-help groups and other district level officers also attended the event. It may be noted that in 1994, United Nations General Assembly proclaimed 16th of September as International Day for the Preservation of Ozone Layer, commemorating the date of signing the Montreal Protocol, which resolved to protect the planet from harmful substances that deplete the ozone layer. The 67th Foundation Day celebration of Citizens Club was held today at its premise located at Wangkai Kuno, Soibam Lekai, Imphal East. During the function, Wangkai Constituency MLA Thangjam Arun Kumar inaugurated the newly constructed extension building of the local club, besides presenting gifts to 2 national players from the locality who brought laurels for the state. Attendees also paid floral tributes to the photos of the late members of the local club. In his speech, MLA Arun Kumar emphasized the role of local clubs in the field of sports, social causes, and fighting drug menace. Continuing that Citizens Club has been working proactively in this regard for the last 67 years, the MLA asked the public to extend support in the activities carried out by the local club. Citizens Club President Naurem Mahendra, Wall Club President R.K. Gokul Chandra, Maitei Construction Private Limited Managing Director C.H. Ashok, New Chekon Youth Club President T.H. Nagendra, and MHSWU President Imtiaz Hussain also attended the function.
Karigumpa lekai sigi daga lamnamba sigi chakot thorangi natraga lamnamba sigi state sigi karigum issue chogo kana pakanda citizen adum chogo thoda loguna adum mage do tawang hopa construction idun lai singma club ama kogi Manipur ma yam koina tuna topa yam koina crisis laiba lamma da singma club siam rekalai.
Amantia organized a 5G innovation showcase titled Deepening of Scientific Research on 5G Use Cases for Solving Challenges of Society at Manipur Institute of Technology 5G Lab, Manipur University today. The program aims to equip students and research scholars in solving real-world problems by using 5G technologies to experiment, build and test solutions. Additionally, the event aims to foster innovations that can uplift the society.
We are feeling something is missing with the connectivity between the students and the industry. So we feel like there is a gap between the innovations. There is a gap between the collaboration as well. Go, meet, understand the problem, understand the potential. If they have a potential, ask to come to the hackathon and showcase their product. Come to the IMC, showcase your product and provide the platform so that it helps to the, because of in the Northeast potential is there, but no one is able to showcase. That reason we have come up with this type of idea. So this is not the lab which is come and visit here. This lab is for come, see, understand first the physical, what are the components. If you are interested, if you want to do something good in your life, because right now job is also not easy right in these days.
Datopan Tengadi National Board for Workers' Education and Development, DTNBWEB, under Ministry of Labor and Employment, observed its 68th Workers' Education Day at its Regional Directorate in Imphal. The function was attended by Bharat Mazdoor Sangha former Vice Chairman A. Prem Kumar, DTNBWEB Imphal former Regional Director W.I. Singh and M.N. Salam. Union Labour and Employment Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandavia addressed the program through video conferencing. Speaking to the media, DTNBWEB Imphal former Regional Director Chongtham Kunjakeshwar said the board, established in 1956, was set up to safeguard workers' rights and ensure fair wages. He added that awareness programs and workshops are regularly organized and reminded that agitations must follow due process by notifying the concerned department or company first.
Industrial relation sinmiga mapuga anise kamai tona nungsi janana thabak tawgadage madu he thabak tawdingai di kedi baban khana leine adun madu khana janab gidang ta kona workers education se machine program mayam to hari program sing do koi nimin ni gi lei adegi nimin mangani gi lei adegi tham gi lei thaung gi lei hari bidi ekoi gadram ga muktam ni na kadoi bu establishment bu gi mi khalaga moi do workers teacher ga na workers teacher thaung gi training pi khudam moi na de koi gi workers na strike bu taw ga hari
Iramdam Ningol Yaipakol Iran Yai Rehabilitation Center and National Institute of Social Defense NISD jointly organized a symposium cum awareness program on the topic drug abuse prevention at Royal Academy Higher Secondary School in Lamding today. The program was organized as part of Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan campaign under the aegis of Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Speaking in the program, project coordinator of Iranyai Wangbal, Kaidongbam Malem Nganbi, maintained that the awareness program was organized with focus on students and to prevent them from the lure of drugs in order to build a healthy and drug-free society. Regional Institute of Medical Sciences, RIMS, Imphal, will observe the World Patient Safety Day 2025 tomorrow. According to a press release issued by RIMS Medical Superintendent Professor N. Sanjeev, the event will be held at General OPD Complex, wherein the Director of the Medical Institute, Professor G. Sunil Kumar Sarma, will launch SUCHITRA Hi Seva 2025. It went on to inform that the Dean Academic, principals of Dental College and College of Nursing, heads of departments, units, sections, faculty members, chief nursing officers, officials, staff, and students of RIMS will also participate in the function. Moving on to international news. The Israeli military began a ground offensive in Gaza City. Israel carried out heavy airstrikes on Gaza City today, hours after U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio pledged full support to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's new military offensive aimed at eradicating Hamas. The military has urged civilians to leave before more ground forces are deployed. While tens of thousands have fled, hundreds of thousands still remain. Meanwhile, amid the massive attack by Israeli army at Gaza, an independent inquiry by the United Nations has concluded that Israel has committed and is continuing to commit genocide against Palestinians in Gaza. The commission found that Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and other top leaders have incited genocide. The UN report cites examples of the scale of the killings, aid blockages, forced displacement of the destruction of a fertility clinic to back up its genocide findings, adding its voice to rights groups and others who have reached the same conclusion. According to head of the Commission of Inquiry, Navi Pillay, the responsibility for these atrocious crimes lies with Israeli authorities at the highest echelons who have orchestrated a genocidal campaign for almost 2 years now with the specific intent to destroy the Palestinian group in Gaza. On the other hand, Israel has maintained that it categorically rejects the findings of the report and called for the immediate abolition of this commission of inquiry. Moving on to sports. Manipur hockey warmly received Karibam Bichu and Suman Thaudam, who were part of the Hockey India national women's team that participated at the Women's Hockey Asia Cup 2025 in China. Notably, the Hockey Indian national team finished runners-up after suffering 4-1 loss to China in the final match of the tournament played at Gongshu Canal Sports Park Stadium, Hangzhou. Speaking on the sidelines, Manipur Hockey President Khoirom Loyalakpa emphasized that Manipur Hockey has produced many Olympians from the state, while lauding Bichu and Suman for participating at the prestigious tournament and winning the runners-up title. Continuing that playing with a strong team like China is not an easy one, he said that the achievement was a remarkable feat.
Manipur ki sanaroi singje India represent tongdaba matalikre India ki team semba matamda Manipur ki sanaroi sing yaudragadi India team semba ngamdre hainari medu akhoi grassroots ki level dagi infrastructure mayam ji samgatna sports ki policy sebidna yasa tungan ba sports ki budget hockey ki budget football ki budget thambidna to biragadi akhoi ki yam noigedam adu khoi ki sanaroi singsina Manipur ima gi nimakta adi India gi nimakta kathok loinana Mixed Kurong Kinana with the Holer Base, Masi, Manipur government giving Sanganing, Manipur government giving Sambakawale, Sanabasi, Medal Puraba, Mana Promotam that the Tau Puriba, Mantri Oro, MLA, Oro, How Chong, Mixed Pangan Honani, Otuga, Akoji Sanaris in the Karisari, Kariwali, Katoriana, Lighting, a ship of the Manipur hockey, and Swahona, Manipur government, a ship of the Manipur hockey, the single coin and Pedribane.
Meanwhile, Karibam Bichu and Suman Thaudam, who played as the goalkeeper and forward player respectively in the recent Women's Hockey Asia Cup 2025, assured that they will strive harder to make higher achievements in the upcoming World Cup qualifying tournaments.
अखोगी मेन टारगेट से वर्ल्ड कप क्वालिफाई तौबगी ओइना मेन टारगेट तौजबनी हाइदि अखोइना गोल्ड मेडल लौ तारगदि वर्ल्ड कप क्वालिफाई से ऑटोमेटिकल अदुम ओइजागदबा अदो laibakthibadagi team ani sanaradi amana kaba amana poba masana tablina khoijo khoigi India gi best tabdi Manipuri magi ingchel pornobagi damakta best performance togde adubu final da koi leore silver medal lae adubu koi ningan novel itana world cup qualify gi khoigi qualify round amuk sanagi ni aduda 100% amuk pijanaba kana khonna jage final da koi khara kanna koi team moina ama support onaraga koi final je toibagi asa da chat pane adubu first quarter 1-0 koi lead tawrame super 4 da 4-1 da chawa dumaina amuk final da 4-1 da so adumaina umsara adubu lakadaiba world cup di qualify ta hodre adubu koi lakadaiba world cup ki qualifying round da koi ngamnaba ayamba thak ko naraga world cup qualify tawnabagi chance ama budi leire adu ngamnaba hona jagi.
And before we wrap up the headlines once again. Floodwater submerges paddy fields in Karasom area in Imphal East District, leaves farmers in deep distress. All Manipur Working Journalists Union celebrates its 51st Foundation Day. MLA Biswajit and MLA Joy Kishan reiterate on the important roles of journalists. Ex-Chief Minister Nongthomam Biren says a lack of visionary leaders in the past created present crisis, jeopardizes future generations. And former Outer Manipur MP Lorho S. Foze joins National People's Party after resigning from Naga People's Front last week. That is all the news we have for now. Thank you for watching SKTV News and keep watching for more news updates.